their ballots for midterm elections on Monday. All 317 seats in the House of Representatives and 12 of the 24 seats in the Senate will be contested to form the 20th Congress of the Philippines. The election once again pits President Marcos's camp against supporters of the Duterte family. Voters have raised concerns on a wide range of issues going into Monday, from relations with China in the South China Sea to stubborn inflation. And for more, we're joined by Buena Banal live from Manila. Now, Buena, can you tell us more about the types of disinformation that authorities are monitoring in the lead up to this election?
Days ahead of the Philippines' 2025 midterm elections, you have online posts circulating that certain candidates have been endorsed by powerful personalities. There's even fake government issuances that certain candidates have been disqualified. For one, the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, or CBCP, disavowed online posts circulating that its president has endorsed specific senatorial candidates, saying that the Catholic Church is not in the business of endorsing specific names for these elections. The Commission on Elections, which is the constitutional body in charge of enforcing laws and regulations in relation to these polls, also tagged as fake news a video circulating online by one candidate claiming that the source code for the automated counting machines for these elections have not been audited, explaining that they have been in fact audited by a third party. Fact-checking coalition Check.ph, which is composed of 24 organizations from media, academe, civil society, also monitored a surge of what it called false narratives online in the aftermath of the arrest of former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte for alleged crimes against humanity. He is currently in an international criminal court facility in The Hague. And the reason why this is relevant to the elections, at least according to think tank Strat-based group, is that number one, simultaneous to this online disinformation campaign is a surge in support for Duterte-backed senatorial candidates. And number two, because it possibly points to foreign interference in the elections, because the same group of online accounts that have been boosting pro-Duterte narratives have also been boosting pro-China narratives when it comes to the South China Sea dispute. China, of course, having overlapping claims with the Philippines maritime zone there, which the Southeast Asian country calls the West Philippine Sea. And number three, relevance to the elections is because the same group of online accounts that have been pinpointed as the source of these online disinformation are actually accounts that have been attacking the sitting president, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., for alleged incompetence, repeating a refrain from the Duterte camp that he must subject himself to a hair follicle test to prove that he is not using illegal drugs. Let's hear more on this from Strat-based Group's CEO.
Those that are talking about anti-West Philippine Sea, that means their narrative, they're Filipinos, bloggers, because mainstream media does not cover this type of issues, because for them, it doesn't pass their editorial standard, are the same group that questions the capacity of the president. After March 11, what was March 11? The arrest of former President Duterte, and when he was flown to the ICC. Same group shifted to anti-Marcos, shifted to let's bring home our father, Digong Duterte.
And more importantly, Buena, are Filipino voters on the ground able to discern foreign influence operations in the elections, as well as when it comes to fake news?
Well, 7 out of 10 Filipinos said they would not like to vote for a pro-China candidate. That's according to a Pulse Asia survey, October 2024 released, but conducted September 2024, with the caveat, of course, that that's just a snapshot of that moment in time. Now, the administration-backed Alianza para sa Bagong Pilipinas, or Alliance for a New Philippines, is projecting itself as a pro-Philippine slate, of course, trying to project or frame its rivals that are backed by the former President Duterte as pro-China. Mr. Duterte, of course, having established warm ties with Beijing during his presidency. But nonetheless, the proliferation of fake news ahead of this elections has been acknowledged. Let's hear from the CEO of public opinion research firm WR Numero.
6 in 10 are also saying that in this particular campaign season, they are particularly worried in terms of the volume of disinformation, of fake news or untruthful information that is prevalent, no, about candidates in the election process. So this is a worrying observation among our voters, that they themselves acknowledge that disinformation is a big election issue.
Still, on that same survey, Filipinos who believe that these elections won't be free and fair do not attribute it to disinformation, but attribute it mostly to vote buying.
Buena, thank you so much for that update. That was Buena Banal live in Manila. In other news,